right, let's get right into it. We're all searching for that secret edge, right? That key to unlocking our absolute best performance. Well, what if I told you it's not about pushing harder, but about finding a state of, well, effortless focus? Today, we're going to hack your brain and explore the science of being in the zone. Seriously, just think about it for a second. A time when you were so completely absorbed in what you were doing. Maybe it was playing guitar, or coding, or painting, or even just a great workout. That the whole world just melted away. Hours felt like minutes, and you weren't even thinking. You were just doing, operating on pure fluid instinct. You know, that incredible feeling actually has a name. It's called the flow state. It was coined by the legendary psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, and it's the official term for being in the zone, or in the groove. It's that magical space where we feel our best and, you guessed it, perform our best. But here's the thing. This isn't just some fuzzy feeling. It's a real profound neurological event happening inside your brain. So what is the secret behind this almost superhuman state of being? Let's peel back the curtain and really look at what's going on upstairs when you're totally immersed. Now, you'd probably think your brain is just firing on all cylinders, right? Lit up like a Christmas tree, working faster and harder than ever before. But the truth is actually the complete opposite. And this is where it gets really, really cool. And that right there is the key insight. During flow, your brain doesn't get more active. It actually gets more efficient. It's a state of subtraction, not addition. This is the real secret to unlocking that peak performance we're all after. So if your brain isn't working harder, what on earth is it doing? Well, to get into this state of fluid action, we've got to understand one key concept. It sounds complicated, but I promise it's actually incredibly simple once you get it. The term is transient hypofrontality. Okay, let's break that down. Transient just means temporary. Hypo means to slow down or lessen, and frontality refers to your prefrontal cortex. That's the part of your brain that handles complex thought, your sense of self, and maybe most importantly, your inner critic. So in flow, this part of your brain temporarily just goes quiet. And I absolutely love this analogy. Think of your prefrontal cortex as a nagging, micromanaging boss. When that boss is in the office, and you see it there on the left, you're self-conscious, you're second-guessing everything, you're overthinking. But during flow, that nagging boss finally goes on a nice, long lunch break. And just look at the right side. Suddenly, you're free. You get this effortless action, there's no hesitation, just pure focus. You can just drift into this incredible state of creative immersion. And, when the boss is away, you get all the office perks. Your brain floods with this incredible cocktail of performance-enhancing neurochemicals. You get a hit of dopamine, which feels great and keeps you engaged. You get norepinephrine for intense focus, endorphins to kind of numb the pain so you can push through, anandamide, the bliss molecule, to boost creativity, and then afterwards, serotonin, which leaves you with that calm, satisfied afterglow. It feels amazing because it is amazing. It's your brain's ultimate reward for deep focus. Okay, so now we know what flow feels like and what's happening in our brains. But how do we get there on purpose? How do we actually find that perfect set of conditions? Well, it all comes down to finding a very specific balance, kind of like Goldilocks. Let's use a video game analogy here. Imagine you're a pro gamer, but you're stuck playing the tutorial level over and over again. The challenge is just way too low for your skills. What happens? You get bored, right? You disengage, your mind wanders. Definitely no flow here. Now, let's flip it. Imagine you're a complete beginner, and you get dropped straight into the final boss battle, level 99. The challenge is impossibly high for your skill level. The result? You get overwhelmed, frustrated, totally stressed out. That's the anxiety zone. And again, still no flow. So as you've probably figured out, flow lives right in the middle. It's this perfect channel where the challenge of what you're doing slightly exceeds your current skills. It's just hard enough to demand your full, undivided attention, but not so hard that it becomes overwhelming. That is the sweet spot. And get this, researchers have even put a number on it. The sweet spot for triggering a flow state seems to be when a task is roughly 4% harder than your current skill level. Just 4%. That's just enough to stretch you, but not enough to break you. It's a real, concrete target you can actually aim for with any skill you're trying to build. All right, this is where things get really practical, because flow isn't some mystical state you just have to wait around for. No, you can actively design your environment and your tasks to trigger it on demand. So here's your user manual. There are 3 main triggers. First up, clear goals. Ambiguity is the enemy of flow. Don't just say, I'm going to work on this project. No, say, I'm going to write the first 2 paragraphs of the intro. Be specific. Second, you need immediate feedback. You have to know right away if what you're doing is working or not. And third, and this one is huge, eliminate all distractions. A single text message can shatter the state, and it can take 20 minutes to get back in. You have to protect your focus. It's priceless. So what's the big picture here? Well, flow isn't just some productivity hack to get more done this afternoon. It is the very engine of personal growth and skill mastery over the long haul. And this slide just captures it perfectly. Because flow feels so good, we naturally want to repeat the experience. But here's the catch. As your skills improve, that task that was once 4% harder is now easy. So to get back into that flow channel, you have to seek out a slightly harder challenge. And this creates this beautiful upward spiral of continuous growth and skill development. So the real takeaway here is incredibly powerful. Stop treating flow like some random lightning strike of inspiration you have to wait for. Treat it like a result you can actually engineer. You have the science, you have the triggers, you can take control of this entire process. So I'll just leave you with this question. What challenge is out there for you right now that's just about 4% beyond your current reach? Find it, design your environment around it, and just see where the flow can take you. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about performing better. It's about becoming better.